quiet on the set.
Hey kids, what time is it?
Quiet on the set. You're listening to WRFB, Radio Free Britannia, coming to you live from Deltona, Florida, with two idiots misinterpreting the news so you don't have to. Lunch with Laz and Jack.
Greetings, everybody. This is Laz.
And this is Jack. Welcome to another day without an intro in Discord here on Lunch with Laz and Jack, where we interpret the Shroud of the Avatar news so you don't have to do anything other than question your own personal life choices and ours, because they deserve to be questioned.
Absolutely.
Oh, man. If you are a Shroud player and you are looking for streamer bundles, you need to go to twitch.tv/Cynicist and twitch.tv/NBNN News. And I guess I should. Okay, that is open. Click that open button again, just shits and giggles. And bang, bundle me. If you are here for Steam Key giveaways, you need to go to twitch.tv/NBNN News and bang I love free shit. Then come over to my side, twitch.tv/Cynicist, and bang the bootay. Yeah, we got a really short week here this week in Shroud Land.
That's right.
You have fun with those appointments there on Tuesday and Wednesday?
Absolutely. So for everybody wondering what happened, is basically last minute on Monday, Jack had to take off and do something. And on Monday, I was going to let everybody know that Tuesday and Wednesday I had appointments and wasn't going to make it. But since Jack wasn't here on Monday, we canceled the show on Monday. So hence a 5-day weekend for us, sort of. But
yeah, except I got to work more.
Yeah, well,
don't worry. On Tuesday, I thought it was Thursday or Friday.
Yeah. But yeah, Tuesday and Wednesday I had obligations to take care of, and of course couldn't be here. So that's what the story was. Again, I've told most of you that there are going to be days now that, because of health reasons and other stuff, that I'm going to
Got
have
to
to
take care of
take
yourself.
more days off throughout this year and next year and every year after, as
Oh
long
yeah.
as we're doing this. And yeah, got to keep myself alive to keep doing this. So that's what's going on. Meanwhile, I still can't figure out why the intro is not coming through Discord. I mean, everything
Huh?
is the way it's
I don't
supposed to
know.
be. Yeah. Um, the
I mean, is
microphones.
Discord listening to the right
Yeah,
source?
this Discord is listening through my headphone because that's where it comes through. It actually comes through my earpiece that plays it through there, and it's set to the proper microphone. Let's just try something again here and see.
Yeah.
Let me pull this up. And pull this up.
That's awfully weird.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
and
I couldn't stand listening to myself talk with that like millisecond delay.
let's
As it
see.
is, I'm watching like slobs and there's like a half
Yeah,
second
no.
delay between what I see and what's going on there, and that throws me for a loop.
Yeah, I don't know why. It makes absolutely no sense. All these sound settings are where they're supposed to be. There is one thing
Discord
I didn't
config.
check. Yeah, no, it's there. And let me just see where this comes through when I do it over here, which it should be coming through the same. Yeah, coming through the right place on all those places except for
Yeah,
Discord. I mean, it even goes out on the
not playing in
radio. It
Discord.
goes out, just I don't know why. But maybe a reboot might fix that. I haven't rebooted in a couple days. You know, there was
Rebooted yesterday.
Slob's
This
update
update.
today.
Uh, I
Uh, at least I had one. I know it's not always the same
I
for
had one the
us.
other day.
Yeah. But anyway, it is what it is. Hemnu, thank you for the raid and welcome everybody coming over from Morning Coffee with Hemnu. And welcome to today's show, boys and girls. It is Thursday, February 12th, 2026, here inside and outside Shroud of the Avatar. And boy, do we have some stuff to talk about. I'll tell
Oh,
you what.
you mean that Shroud outage?
Oh, I didn't even see an outage, tell you the truth.
Oh,
But,
you didn't see an outage? There was an outage.
well, I've
I
been
missed.
busy for the last 3 days, so.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the the fun part is unless you were in the official Shroud Discord, you would not have known that there was an outage.
Yeah. Well, the official Shroud
Um,
Discord is where I was going to start today. But
oh,
but
yeah.
we're gonna probably do that tomorrow now because well,
Okay.
first off, let's start with patch notes. How about some patch notes that we
Oh,
finally got? Uh,
yeah.
they came
Yeah.
out
Yeah.
on the 7th, which I don't know
Yes.
why we did. Yeah, because it was Saturday, so we've been gone since then.
Yeah.
So we
I
actually
gotta go
got
fix.
that first patch that was promised.
Yes. Okay. Build number 1812 came out February 7th at 7:20 a.m. where again Crown Store sales items require a sale. Changing sales still requires a patch every single fucking month. Turn them on and off. And they turned off the Crowns of the Obsidian sale. It ended the window for submitting discounted POT upgrade requests. Fixed the end date of the Winter Holiday Crown Stores category, leaving a couple more days availability. Added and updated the last items holding up doll and doll cabinet delivery. Reverted the change to the wooden possible. You too can make wicker trees with like maple bindings, whatever, copper bindings or
Honest and truly,
things. Yes, Lomir.
Absolutely. That
Said
was a
honest and truly.
that was like questioning.
Yeah. They seasonal monsters. They fixed an issue preventing the Envy Angel and her wisps from spawning. Fixed an issue that would have caused the Arch Lapin, Luminous Atavis, and Pumpkinhead to spawn during the wrong time frames. Which, how did you guys break this shit?
Yeah, once that stuff's set, what are you doing to mess with it that causes it to get? I mean, you shouldn't be messing with
broken.
it. Yeah, to break it.
Yeah.
I don't get it either.
I
Yeah.
have noticed mobs tend to like to spin a lot, and you can't damage them when they do that. And now my dog's doing it.
Oh, sweet.
Spinning.
Yeah.
Yeah, just spinning and like attack, don't spin, attack.
Yeah. Out in East Reach Gap, they added more rocks. Or they flattened 2 short spiky areas in the terrain. Necropolis Barrens, they slightly moved a love letter that spawns in a bush for better access. And Northern Brightbone Woods, they added collision to 2 toppled stone columns and slightly moved them. Added collision to all large ceremonial tusks. Note that it is intentional that the large roots in the area do not have collision.
Yes, there was a post from somebody. Let me see if I can tell you who that was.
Yeah.
Looking. North Brightbone Woods. That was from Sanyo's answer. Oh, now that's gone because they've been erasing a lot of topics.
Quality posts.
Yeah.
I guess I should have charged my battery on.
And yeah, that was Rinaldi who reported that. He had several posts. I guess because one of them was a duplicate, they must have just went ahead and deleted that. Like some questionable posts that thankfully I have copies of because I get emails of them. But the interesting thing is our next topic. There's been a couple additions to this post, and there have been no notifications. So I'm wondering if it's because it's just an edit, or how he's managing to get these posts in there without them coming up in the actual chain of emails.
Yeah.
But we were going to start with this because I'll explain after the initial post. So let's get over to again. I didn't have a lot of faith in this, but so far so good. Ravlox's Dev Work Blog, Part 2.
A long time ago, I started a blog here with the best of intentions, and then reality happened. Development got busy, responsibilities piled up, and that blog quietly faded into the background. I mean, is this like promises to patch?
Well, again, just read this initial post and then stop before we follow up, because I'm going to explain this here. Yeah.
So rather than trying to resurrect something half finished, I'm starting fresh for 2026.
A month later.
My goal with this new blog is simple: to share what I'm working on, what I'm planning, and occasionally what I'm wrestling with behind the scenes. Some posts will be technical, some creative, some operational, and some will just be updates on the day-to-day realities of keeping a live game moving forward. For those who don't know me, I joined the team several years ago, and I wrote an introductory post back in 2020, about 6 months after coming on board.
He
a lot has changed.
He has a problem with time frames.
Today, well, it's also the problem with titles that we've talked about before as well. Today, I serve as the lead developer for Shroud of the Avatar, and I wear a lot of hats, including producer, creative director, and operations manager. I'm still hands-on with 3D. I'm also still hands-on with 3D modeling, programming, and tool development. Like everyone on the team, my role overlaps constantly with others. Itemization, fixing bugs, content creation, and problem solving all tend to blur together in a small but passionate studio.
Small but passionate living room.
Yeah. I'm going to try to keep each post focused on a single topic, both to keep things readable and to make it easier to follow along. No promises on a strict schedule. Game development rarely cooperates with calendars, but I'll update this thread whenever there's something worth sharing. Thanks for reading and welcome to the new chapter.
Yeah, so like previous iterations of Lum's work blog, Chris's work blog, his original work blog, I didn't have a lot of hope for this because shortly after he posted this, and we'll cover it tomorrow because we have to chase this down just to see the differences. I joined the team several years ago, about 6 months after coming on board. You came on board in October of 2019, officially, as far as we understand. But some places you say you came in on 2018. Other places you just don't seem to know exactly where you came in. I know you were trying to get in on the team forever and ever and ever.
Yeah.
So, okay, the post might have been 6 months after, so I can't really argue that. But
Well, the problem is, okay, Ravalox is responsible for SodaBot and the prize bot that was used on the live streams, and he'd also go into the office quite frequently and help out.
yeah, well, so did Casey, so did Winfield, so did
Yeah,
Flair,
so did I.
So did you. I believe you were one of the early ones. The Bring Beer live stream was probably one of the best ones we ever did.
Yeah. So it wasn't until Ravalox was going through his divorce and sleeping on Scotty's couch,
yeah,
that he started part-time-ish working on Shroud. I have no, and that's through begging and doing some things because he was staying with Scotty. So that is one where that's when he started working with more in depth. And that's probably because he was going into the Shroud offices every single day.
So, Chick's notes, we hired some homeless guy that wouldn't leave the team alone. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Absolutely. But anyway, back to what I was initially saying is he posted this on Saturday, and then I'm just going to jump over here real quick to scroll back. It may take me a second. But then he posted a whole bunch of other stuff in Discord that I think he's finally caught up on. This was on the 8th, the next day. That should have just went straight to the blog, in my opinion. But again, we're going to compare notes between today's notes and tomorrow's readings of the actual posting. Where again, we have Dev Team Gen 1, Dev Team Gen 2, and Dev Team Gen 3, which I have no idea what the hell he's talking about.
That is at 1:24 p.m. I'm on that post currently.
Yes, and I think that's where we're gonna start tomorrow. But let me just verify that that was the one that I wanted to start at. I believe it is. So again, we're gonna save that for tomorrow, um, because again, it gets interesting. Um, Interesting just to compare notes. But now, again, scroll on down. Let's get to the ultra rares update on Ravlox's post, because he's got two more
Okay.
posts after this, which
Yeah.
actually shocked
Uh-huh.
me because I didn't see any emails on either one of these.
Yeah.
Let me just check my mail.
What's that, Steve?
Let me just check my mail. Oh wait, no, I haven't had them yet.
You're not gonna
Ultra
get them.
Rares update. The concept of the Ultra Rare was introduced during the Shroud of the Avatar 10th anniversary. It was created specifically to distinguish truly limited items from the muddier definition of rares in the game's earlier history and from policies used by previous development teams.
Teams.
Ultra
Plural.
rares are items are offered only during the specific event in which they debut. Once that event ends, no additional copies will ever be sold, granted, or otherwise distributed.
Yeah, right.
Players may, of course, trade ultra rares among themselves, but the total number in circulation will never increase. This restriction is absolute. Ultra rares will never be released until he fucking puts them on the add-on store or the Crown Shop. They will never appear in future store offerings. Where have we heard these promises before?
Yeah, well, yeah.
He wants to get rid of the
Oh,
vault.
Telethons, maybe, you know?
Yeah, telethons, this is your one time to do this. You've got 24 hours to contribute $5 and it's never coming back. They will never be used as prizes or giveaways. They will never be recolored or reused in any form.
Rockstar Metronome.
Yes. The only exception is that an ultra rare may appear in the future as part of a permanent world building deco or mobs baked directly into the game world and not obtainable or tameable by players. No requests, wish lists, or suggestions for re-releasing ultra rares will be entertained. This is a permanent policy. Each ultra rare item includes a clearly marked in-game description displayed in aqua blue stating, this item was offered as a bonus with the purchase of a qualifying Kodo pack December 2025. There is a finite number in game. This item will never be offered again in any way. Because that in-game description is so accurate there.
Yes.
Internally, each ultra rare is also tagged with a developer-only note. Restricted item, bonus item for qualifying Kodo pack. Do not place in store or distribute. How many times have we seen the team ignore those things?
Oh, I didn't see that note.
Yeah. Additionally, there's a dedicated restricted items README file in the project source that applies to all ultra rares assets, including prefabs, materials, textures, and FBX files. Ooh. These items were created under special rules with an explicit promise to the player base that they will never be sold, granted, or reused in any capacity. How about pledge items?
We'll get to that.
I know. I'm aware of his answer in here as well. Released ultra rares to date. The 10th anniversary cloak, December of 2023. The Darkstar Metronome of 2024.
Yeah, again, the Dark
Look,
Star
British is-
Metronome, which was recolored and redone from a
Wait.
previous asset.
Do we have a
some-
Dark Star metronome somewhere near the set?
I've got them here, both of them.
What's that, Steve?
I've got both here. Do you want me to bring them over?
Yes, yes. And we'll slap them behind me and then back. We also have the Medic's fishing hat, the Medic's fishing pole, references to MASH. The Baroque fountain, Baroque table clock, Chaos sword, Chaos shield, freestanding Principles banner, freestanding Chaos banner, Principles wall flag, the Chaos wall flag, haunted undead jackalope doll, the haunted voodoo doll, and the haunted nailhead doll.
Pinhead
And here
from
they are.
Hellraiser.
Yes. And there is a picture of the Dark Star metronome right there.
Yeah.
Which is a recoloring and retexturing of an existing asset.
Yeah.
Okay. We would very much like to create a permanent in-game location where these items can be displayed and appreciated. We are currently exploring possible locations in hometown support this. You act like that's fucking hard, dude.
I mean, like where they're laid out right there,
Yes.
which is probably in a
That's
development
probably
area.
in the Deco
Yeah.
station or something like that. Wait. Who stole my my rope?
You moved it over here a long time ago.
Jack
Did I
stole
move
it.
it?
Jack stole it.
Yeah, you moved it over to where Steve's dog is.
Okay.
A long
Okay.
time ago. You
Yeah.
forget.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
where's the rope? Sometimes
we've-
even you and I have CRS syndrome. Yes.
yeah. So hold on, I got to turn on the fucking night sight because the in-game graphics are so shitty
Yeah.
at times. Okay, so we have the original Dark Star metronome on the left and the new Dark Star metronome on the right, and doesn't that look like the same fucking thing?
It's the same exact thing with different writing on the bottom.
One says 2024. That's the difference. And the
Yeah,
color.
well, I mean, coloring is fine. And Laz and myself have never actually had problems with them recoloring assets and releasing it as something different.
And adding a
But
new
his
date.
statement, yeah, and adding a new date. We don't have a problem with that. The problem is he's violating his own policy with this right here. That is his created policy.
Hypocrite is what you want, I think.
Yeah, well, yeah. He didn't say he wouldn't take old assets and recolor them
Yeah.
and make them
Old
ultra rares.
rare
Yeah,
assets, yeah.
There's no rule against that, apparently. All right, go ahead and pull
Sorry,
these
well-
up because, yeah, these things are annoying
You-
as
you don't-
fuck, which is why we don't have them on the
Yes.
lot.
Yes, yes.
That's why I have mine
Besides-
on a lots in Brit alleys that I hardly go to, but it's my deco lot.
Yes. There
Probably
you
one
go.
of the
Thank you,
most- yeah.
Steve.
One of the most annoying assets in the game.
Well,
when-
that's
when
because
they're
the sound
activated.
volume is so fucking loud.
Yeah, well, even then, if it's even in the background, it just becomes annoying when they're activated. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, let's finish
The
this.
haunted
Yeah, because
ultra rare doll delivery update.
I have a new. Yeah, shall we do this first? Hold on. Because I'm gonna drop this on you now too. Because
Oh, the image.
oh no.
Hang on, let me
image?
check my mail. No, it's still not got them.
Oh, you haven't gotten them yet?
Yeah, well,
Yep.
Another
let's bring up.
5 minutes, I'll have to wait.
Let's bring up this topic real quick before we finish that off. What happened there? I hate when this happens.
Yeah. Ultra rare doll doesn't display in the doll cabinet 100% with that one Nailhead doll. Interesting other Nailhead doll is fine. When I drag Nailhead doll to cabinet windows, doll placeholder, the doll flashes for a moment, and then it disappears from view. Seems to be a doll-related issue. Tried that doll in all cabinets, and in all of them, it behaves similarly. Other Nailhead doll and Jackalope and Voodoo works fine in all cabinets. Relog, etc. hasn't helped. And good catch. Found the issue, and I've written the code to handle it. This will be fixed in the next game patch. If anyone is interested, it is related to not allowing the animations from working when the doll is in the cabinet. The animations trigger was conflicting with the other copy of the Nailhead doll. This will likely happen with any other dolls if more than one is placed in the same plot until the patch is live.
Yes, so new patch coming, because that was yesterday.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
yeah.
where were these things QA'd?
Oh yes. Fuck it. We'll do it live.
Yes.
So back to the haunted
going
ultra rare
back,
doll delivery delay.
Yes.
Still delayed.
The most recent ultra rares were originally planned for release just prior to Halloween. Those items were completed, but ultimately held back. They were just asset purchases from the fucking Unity asset store.
Yeah, they weren't completed.
That's what the dolls were.
Yeah, I understand that. I know that.
Yeah. During development, I had the idea to create the haunted dolls. While researching reference material, I discovered a doll cabinet design that inspired what eventually became the doll cabinets. I initially believed the existing fish tank technology could be reused for this purpose, but it became clear that the underlying systems were not compatible with what the cabinets needed to do. The resulting delay is entirely my responsibility.
Holy crap, I'm going to have a heart attack. I'm going to have a heart attack. He takes responsibility for something, finally.
He took responsibility for his delay. In hindsight, the dolls should have been released as soon as they were ready, with the cabinets following later. However, we made the decision to hold the dolls back to avoid the perception that the cabinets would never arrive. Between development time, illness, and the holidays, and I had a bowel movement. I went and smoked a cigarette.
Hey, I had one of those.
Half a dozen concerts. Yeah, you know what? I just felt like sleeping for 24 hours. Delivery slipped further than intended. The good news is that both the dolls and the cabinets are now complete and have been added to the game in the most recent patch. There's another bug that out there with one of the doll's feet sticking through the glass as well.
Yeah, it's also the Nailhead doll. Yep.
Yeah. Please note the doll cabinets are not ultra rares and will be added to the Crown Store shortly. Additional cabinet features are also planned. Looking forward, the next iteration of the ultra rares has already been completed and is ready for delivery.
Oh my God.
Yeah. We will announce that event with the next release. We do want to continue offering ultra rares, but not at the scale used during the Portalarium era. While funding remains critical, offering large numbers of rares every month through telethons was not sustainable and significantly limited what the development team could produce overall.
That's bullshit.
I'm sorry to say, that is absolute bullshit. The problem there is partially when Star was drunk and saying things like, you know what? We're going to do a 4-piece band, and that's going to be what we're going to add to the telethon.
Aside from what was already
And in,
planned, you're talking about.
beside what was already planned.
Exactly. But on top of that, actually, let's just bring this up real quick. Finish that paragraph while I pull this up, and then we got to pull streamer bundles.
And well, already finished that one. Unless you want to go to anything intended to be a true rare going forward will fall under the ultra rare banner. I am also working on plans for additional ultra rare items to be offered through other methods. Once those systems are finalized, I'll share more details, and I'll likely talk through some of this during upcoming live streams as well. Okay, that finishes off that post.
So let me give you this so we can talk about this after we pull our let's pull our bundles. And my streamer bundle is going to
be getting mine.
Komiko, Him News Significant Other, Komiko. Congratulations.
Is not. There you go.
All right, let me get over here. Oh, by the way, I saw you say in Discord that we got streamer bundles.
I did.
I didn't get any.
What?
I still haven't received
mine on the
either.
8th.
Huh?
I got mine on the 8th.
Yeah, I didn't get any.
Yeah. Here, I'll send you the screenshots. That way you can see 2/8/2026 at 5 p.m. Well, let me know if you need some. Because
let's see.
Maybe they couldn't afford to send more than that.
Yeah.
Yeah, pulling them out of the chest of infinite streamer bundles was too difficult.
Yeah. Anyway, let's get to this topic here real quick. Let me pull this back up. Where did it go?
The telethon list rewards updated.
Yeah. So just to scroll down, a little bit to past this yellow. Let's start with not make a difference. Let's get down to stretch goals. No, past stretch goals. Telethon and live stream. Go down to telethon and live stream.
Hold on. I'm trying to figure out because I'm looking at a lot of shit that I scrolled right past. Okay, so miscellaneous telethon and live stream. Okay.
Okay, so I just want to jump back to what he said here. At the scale used during the Portalarium, and the number of rares every month through telethons was not sustainable, which is bullshit. And we're going to show you why.
Oh, yeah.
Because starting with the Heart of Britannia telethon, August 13th, the Cabinet of Virtues, and then they gave you a list of items that, depending on the pledge level, if they got to 10K, 25K, 25K, 50K, 50K, they would give these items out. Those were all delivered. The 2015 Winter Telethon, one of the rarest telethons, where they just barely crossed the 25K mark, where the Snowflake Cloak became one of the rarest cloaks out there because, but you'll notice that the Ice Nightmare mount with frozen coconuts and the White Horse Head with icy misting eyes, they didn't reach their goal, so they weren't delivered. But you'll notice that
not even created.
Well, because they didn't have to create them because they didn't meet the goal. But you'll notice that just about every other telethon, the next one, spring 2016, all four were developed. Summer 2016, with the highest goal of 150K, which they did not reach, but they delivered everything else there. The 2016 Summer Telethon Part 2 reached over $200,000, and every item was delivered. Look at all these items that were delivered. The Winter Telethon made it to 100K. They didn't get to 130, so they didn't deliver the ice statues. 2017 Spring Telethon reached 140K. They delivered everything. Next one, they reached 100K. They delivered everything. The next one, they reached 100K. They delivered everything. The next one, they reached 65K. They delivered everything. Next one, they reached 50K. They didn't reach to 65 and 80, which were items that they would have delivered had we reached those.
Yeah.
But you'll notice that, they delivered everything that was offered up to the point of the funding that they got for those telethons.
So
It
last,
wasn't out of reach. It wasn't unattainable. They delivered every fucking thing they promised. So what kind of bullshit is that?
So I want to point out this comment as well. Look at the dollar figures that they're reaching some of those months, because this goes from quarterly to monthly streams of additional revenue.
Well, this was,
and you're paying that one artist on staff
2017
maybe 5K, 6K, maybe 7K a month to do that stuff.
Yeah, so from release 44, they started doing it monthly, where it wasn't as often. It was, like you said, quarterly. Summer telethon, spring telethon, winter telethons. Then we went to monthly, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53. We keep going. 58.
Yeah, but I mean, it's like 110K raised, 80K raised, 90K raised, 80K raised, 80K raised,
60, 125, 62, 180K, 60, 63. Yeah.
I mean, that allows you to hire additional staff and deliver more shit.
Yep. So
you know how I say it? I say that they're allergic to their own business model and how to make money.
Mm-hmm.
This is how they were funding development. When you stop doing these things, the only revenue you have is Kodo purchases and monthly subs.
That's it. Yes.
That is the only way they bring revenue into their dev stream.
And they were bringing in anywhere from 65 to 85,000 per month up to 200,000 plus per month. Yes.
Yeah.
Probably about an average of 100 a month.
Yeah, unfortunately, we know that their burn rate was about 200,000 a month, which is what caused the fallout, because they were doing all this and not raising exactly what they needed to raise. But anyway, let's get on to So I just wanted to call bullshit on that statement that it wasn't
it is
feasible.
absolute bullshit. Yeah. But imagine if they started doing that again.
Oh yeah.
Initially, they're going to be stuck at $10,000, $15,000, $20,000
because they can only offer 2 or 3 items, if that.
And that's going to be also because of they have burned the community so much, because I'm not going to go out and spend $800 in a single live stream.
Yeah, we've been known to get close
remember,
to that.
I have done that before.
Yeah. I mean, on average, you and I used to spend a couple $100 a month
Yes.
each, just in buying. I mean, 10 accounts times the $5 was at least $50 bill for me,
And
just in
then a bunch
subs.
more on other random
And
shit as
then
well.
other stuff that came up, they were selling in the store that we would buy, 5, 10, 20 of each. By the way, if anybody wants Lord British Silver Serpent necklaces, I've got some still. A very rare item. And if you
Yeah.
want one, reach out. I do have a couple actually on sale on vendors, and they're not cheap. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah. But
But
Laz, I will say absolute thank you for bringing up that telethon list and how much money was raised each telethon.
it was, yeah. And again, the downfall, again, I'm going to point it out, was when they
That
stopped
stopped drinking.
drinking during live
Yeah.
streams. When they stopped
Well,
drinking
that
and decided to go PG and cater to an audience that they did not have,
oh
they
yeah.
shot themselves in the foot and lost the interest of everybody because it wasn't fun to watch the live streams. It wasn't fun to throw extra money at them to get
Well,
that to that next level, and that all fell apart because of a silly decision made by the now owner of Shroud of the Avatar.
yes. Well, I mean that also has to do with him taking over the company and doing everything else and
Right, but
selling it to himself.
it was his idea to go PG and stop partying.
Yeah.
Star,
Well,
Richard, and all the other
what
guys would have kept on going if Chris didn't interfere with it. I'm
what
sorry.
the funny part is they never learned from Rustic Dragon. Hi,
Who's in the
Rustic.
audience? What's up, Rustic? Yeah.
Who would pour iced tea into the alcohol bottle and fake getting drunk.
Well, again, the getting drunk was the fun part. Even
Yes.
then, a lot of
Yes.
times you'll notice that they were only doing half shots. They weren't doing full shots, but they
Oh,
were still
I know,
getting
but
drunk.
still, I mean,
Yeah, and
but it
he's
is one
laughing.
where
He's
it's like,
laughing about it. Yeah, he's laughing
yeah,
about it.
it, but
Good man,
you're putting
Rustic.
on a show for people. And then you have the fact that Chris was like, oh, I'm an introvert. I'm a fucking introvert too.
Yet he shows up 5 days a week.
Yeah. Yeah. But geez, all these things. I mean, allergic to making money and funding
Yeah.
development. You got to
Anyway,
fund your development somehow.
next next topic for Ravlox, because we've spoken of this, and then we're gonna go visit the actual Discord posts tomorrow and
Yeah.
follow up on all this, because there's some other really interesting statements
Yeah.
made in the Discord.
The Vault was created in 2019 as a way to make items from past telethons available again. The Vault category inventory was expanded further during the period when Elgarian was maintaining the Crown Store. How does the Vault work? Every 7 real-world days, 9 items are selected from a total of 246 items in the Crown Store inventory, with the Vault tag to be made available under the From the Vault category. Items sold through the Vault are marked with a Vault Edition tag at the end of the item's display. While having the different name technically preserves the rarity of the original items. Bullshit! Which do not carry that designation. There are no other visual differences in the game world. When the project transitioned to the current development team, we stopped adding new items to the Vault. Is that because you don't know how? That's my question. Speaking personally as someone who has invested a great deal of time, money, and passion into Shroud of the Avatar, I believe the vault should never have been implemented. That said, I do
Amen to
understand
that.
the context in which the decision was made. AKA, we have these assets and we need cash now. And someone asked about these items. We can release them again, right? Right? Yeah. At the time, Throws developer under Lord Subtleton, Soda server developer, introduced the Vault concept alongside account-bound, no-trade heritage items. This was during the period when the game was facing significant challenges during and following Portalarium's exit. Okay, this is a comment that I actually made in Discord. Lord Subtleton was server developer, right? Why would server developer randomly
Have any
develop
input as
technology related to no trade items for heritage and the vault? Or was he directed to do that by the owner of the company, who was pretending to be the CEO of a different company and not informing the community of these changes? When I joined the team in October 2019, the topic of eliminating the heritage stores items was revisited frequently. The recurring discussion in our weekly in-person team meetings, often with strong emotions on both sides, centered around whether these restrictions should continue to exist or not. It wasn't until much later that the newer members of the team were able to push through the removal of the no trade requirement.
not true.
But you still do that for streamer bundles.
But that wasn't true.
Oh, I'm aware that's not true.
Is the no trade requirement remain? The removal
Yes.
of the heritage store items was me and you pressing month in and month out about it. And finally, I
Yes.
had a discussion with a couple people on the team, and I said, how much is the heritage items bringing in every year? Can you do an audit and tell me how much
Yeah.
you're fucking making off that and tell me if it's worth keeping that alive? And they did the audit. They realized they weren't making any money because there were no trade items. And it was effectively removed about a month later after I finally pointed out to them that they weren't making any damn money off the heritage store. End
Hey,
of story.
Just think that they lost probably close to $1,000 a month from me and you.
Yes.
With all of that history in mind, the Vault's days are numbered.
2 years later, because he
2
said
years
that 2 years
after-
ago.
Yeah, because I asked during a live stream and he responded that I'm going to look into that and it's probably going to go bye-bye too. I plan to formally raise this topic again at our next team meeting. Once we have a clear and responsible plan in place, I'll share more details.
Okay.
Is this
now,
like the next team meeting?
yeah, the next team
from
meeting that we're still waiting
2023?
for.
Yeah,
Let's remind everybody. Let's scroll back up to the original post.
Okay. Yes.
Okay. Today I serve as lead developer, including producer, creative director, operations manager, tool development, bug fixes, itemization, content creation, blah, 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 blah. Okay, Mr. Chief Cook and Bottle Washer, why do you need anybody else's A, opinion, B, approval, if you're the HNIC of this ship? Make the
Yeah.
decision, pull it, and damn be what anybody else has got to say about it. Why do you need to talk to anybody else on the team about a decision that you know needs to go and should have been gone years ago? Okay? Yeah, you haven't heard that term in a long time, have you, Knight Rider?
Head
Yeah,
bitch in charge?
HNIC.
No.
I've never heard it.
Yeah, it's a
You
military
don't want
saying.
to. It's
Yeah,
racist.
it is very racist, but
I thought you said HBIC, so the
yeah,
head bitch in
yeah.
charge.
I use the official military
No,
terminology, and anybody who's been in the military knows that terminology. Um,
no.
I think I got
yes,
it now.
yes, but anyway, why do you need to bring it up during a meeting? Why does it need any more discussion? You know we want it gone. You know everybody wants it gone. You want it gone. Make it gone. Make it
There
so.
is no good reason for it other than the
Yeah,
fact that, hey, it's going to have to take a few things to remove it from the store,
it
which
it
requires a patch and some
it it,
server-side
it,
programming.
it,
So
it,
who's going
require,
to do that?
it
Huh?
requires a REM remark in the coding, and then build a new patch. That's what it requires. You remark the fucking
Yeah.
thing right the hell out of existence, and you're done.
Um. Well,
But now we have it in writing. The days are
again,
numbered.
again,
Yes,
again.
again.
This is 2 years after it was already said it's going to go bye-bye.
Right. It was said. I don't think we ever had it in
Yes.
writing. Now we have it
No.
in writing.
Well, we've got lots of things in writing that he's
Yeah.
failed to deliver on.
Well, we know that too. So, but I do have to give a little applause for the follow through of actually making 2 posts this past week and following through with, because
Well,
again,
he hasn't followed through with the actual actions related to some of it.
right. But yeah, my initial thought was you posted this whole first post of development work blog without actually giving any information aside from you're writing a fucking blog. You got a whole 4 or 5 paragraphs here of I've decided to create a blog and I'm going to write a blog and this is why I'm writing a blog, but we didn't give you any information in the blog except for telling you that I'm writing a blog. So
Yeah.
I do got to give kudos for actually following through with 2 topics this week, but like his predecessors, I don't have many high hopes that this
Oh yeah.
will continue on for long because
Oh,
I know.
any other Rav promises that he's made about things that he's going to do?
Oh, wait till
And I'm
tomorrow.
referring specifically to Rav promises that he
Oh
would
yeah,
do.
absolutely. Wait till tomorrow because we're going to get to our good friend Crafty Method,
Oh yeah.
who tears apart uh, promises made about keeping us up to date on other stuff, as well as a couple topics. Those topics that you see that were clipped from my emails there today
Yeah.
will be because they were deleted off the forums because they don't want to talk about
Yeah.
that stuff publicly. But
Oh yeah.
public information it is because I've got it and I'm going to share it with you all, as well as we're going to take a trip to our old friend Reddit for some
Yeah.
interesting commentary as well. So stay
Yes.
tuned for tomorrow. We're going to have another deep, interesting dive on stuff as it may be. But meanwhile, it's time for us to wrap things up here for today and pull our final giveaways. So, yeah, well, I'm not even going to get into that Oak Island. We'll probably get into that too, because that just makes me laugh. Um,
Yeah.
how he writes that one off. Croc 2020 is going to get my streamer bundle, so congratulations.
Torch got mine again.
Very cool. So boom shakalaka, you are getting a streamer bundle.
Lomir, did you want a Steam key or not?
Is he nodded off?
He probably did something. Congratulations.
Hold on. I gotta go look at my. Wait, seriously, my last purchase was come on.
I don't know. But gonna get over to our game key giveaways. Pick our winner. And
Okay.
Knight Rider. Knight Rider, you are my game key winner, and let's see what we've got for
Well,
you.
Lomir, you're getting a copy of Tesla Grad remastered and Tesla Grad 2 double pack. There you go.
And account protection. Stupid protection. There we go. Okay. Knight Rider, you're going to get yourself a copy
It's a
of
$30 game.
Everhome on Steam. And that is a $20 game. $19.99. Congratulations to you. There we go. $50 worth of games and 2 game keys. So congratulations to Knight Rider. And again, thank you all for joining us. We'll be back with more tomorrow right here on NBNN. Till then, I'm Laz.
I'm Jack.
I'm Steve.
I'm him new.
And this is NBNN. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you all tomorrow.
Bye bye.